Good evening and happy Friday. It is February 12th. We are 12 days into 28 days of Keto Chow. And I am just popping in on this Friday night to see how everybody's doing, to give you my update, to tell you what I think, how is it going. And I don't even know, guys. I'm just telling you right now. I just got an email saying that I got another shipment from Keto Chow coming in. I don't know what it is. I honestly don't. I'm just going to give y'all just a minute here. I did not schedule this. I'm just doing it. It's Friday night. It is cold outside. It was supposed to get up to 40 plus degrees today. Didn't happen. I don't even know if it got higher than 32, actually. So we're just getting ready to dig down and enjoy being indoors, like we haven't been doing that for a year, right? All right, so I just want to point out that this has been a kind of a cool week. I didn't really, let's see, I have used Keto Chow, but in more untraditional ways, and it's really neat. We're working on some recipes to bring to you for tomorrow's tutorial. But between having shakes, between having mug cakes, between having a big casserole, and making a big pot of soup, it's been really cool, and I've been able to do some really good, oh, there we go. I'll just make some, there we go. I couldn't see any comments. It's been a good week because you didn't have to work as hard. So, I've said this before, if you are pressed for time, then having a meal prep is a good idea. Something as simple as making a big, large pot of soup, having a casserole on the side, maybe a breakfast casserole or individuals or something like a meatloaf. And I tell you what, you can make your week just very easy. Very, very easy. Oh, hello. Now, I will tell y'all, I went live in the group here. I don't know if I wonder if I could do this. Do and save changes. And yeah, there you go. I just added my page to it. I forgot to add my page. So here we are. If you are in group, there is a little thing that's, it says StreamYard.com/ privacy, whatever. Just click on it and allow them to post your name. I do see Facebook user, but because it's in a group, you need to be able to give them permission to put your name up there. If you're on my page or if you're on YouTube, then your name and your little avatar will pop up. So in the meantime, yes, guys, let's talk about weight loss. Have I lost any weight since I started this? No, I have not. But then again, I really didn't expect to. I just wanted to be able to just showcase Keto Chow for a month. I'm hoping that maybe somewhere along this way, I will be able to, drop a pound or two. Hey, Chris. But so far, no. Now, another concerning thing for me, guys, has been my blood sugar. It's been great, by the way. I haven't had any issues with it. But today I woke up and I was not feeling well, and I took my blood sugar because that's what it felt like. Like I had the shakes, like something was off. And my blood sugar was only what? I think, was it 116, baby?
126.
No, it was not in the 120s, was it? It was 116. 126?
126.
126. Oh, okay. So, hey, Linda. Hey, Nancy. Hi from North Carolina. I'm struggling, stuck, no weight loss. Yes, guys, I have to try to tell myself to be patient. I know it's frustrating, okay, but I really do have to tell myself be patient because if not, then I start getting panicky feeling and anxious. For personal reasons, but also for what I do. I feel like if I don't have some sort of success, that what is my purpose as far as the group and doing what I do? All right, so that's number one. Number two, my own personal need and want and desire to see those numbers start going down again. I mean, I got a husband home and he can attest I'm keeping it keto. I was tempted yesterday. I could show you the prettiest little cupcakes that I bought at Sam's Club for my daughter and for my husband. Well, vice versa. My husband, and gave one to the daughter. And even my daughter last night, she was like, it's lemon, one's coconut, one's strawberry, one's chocolate. And I was like, lemon, man, they're so beautiful. And she's like, you could take one little taste. And no, I really can't. I just really, really, really cannot do that. And I don't have a desire to, y'all. My thing is that you just want to do something that makes a difference. So just before I went live, I was like, man, should I start looking and Googling? Somebody Google it. At what point does keto quit working for some people, and why? Why can you lose, 74 pounds and then all of a sudden, boom, you're starting to gain weight, and boom, you're keeping it keto and nothing's happening anymore. And you question it, but I want to tell you this. I may not be losing any weight, but I feel so much better. This way of eating, I think, is still the healthiest way to go for whatever reason, and I think it's more about what we're going through as individuals. If you have that hormone imbalance, if you have developed thyroid problems, if you have insulin resistance, or you didn't and now you do, is it keto's fault or is it your fault? And quite frankly, I think it has more to do with how each person is made up, because certain people, no problem whatsoever. They can just blast on down. And I'm talking about, how many women have we seen in our group who have lost 100+ pounds and kept it off and keeping their journey going? Nurse Cindy is a wonderful prime example of a beautiful keto success story, but she will tell you she had a 2-year pause in there where nothing happened. And then all of a sudden 2 years passes and boom, automatically she starts seeing progress again. Yes. Facebook user. I don't know who you are, but it says, I have been back on track since Monday and my guys, sorry about that. I had a blip. My mouse went crazy, but I wanted to just do that. 75% less on the pain level. And I agree with that. So when I'm not keto, my body hurts worse than it already does. I already have arthritis. I already have joint pain. I have elbow pain and sciatic nerve pain and, all the things that come with, being 55 years old. But even though I'm in pain, if I were to go off track and I were eating whatever I wanted, non-keto, I guarantee you it would be worse, way worse than what I'm dealing with now. Not to mention puffy, bloated, even more lethargic. And I'm like a sloth right now, let me tell you. I'm slow go right now. And it would be worse. It would be so much worse. Not to mention my blood sugars, triglycerides, LDL, HDL, you name it. I would be in sad shape and I would not be able to breathe. That's another thing that I cannot do when I'm eating non-keto for a very long period of time. I become so inflamed. I feel that, it's like, and the weight gain, I can't handle it. Here we go. I feel much better too. I'm thinking I need to cut back on calories, needing to lose weight for hip surgery. I hate to do this, guys. I hate to be like the one who to discuss, the drawbacks of keto when it relates to certain portion of people, but everything that I have researched and read indicates that once or when you are in that menopausal phase, the best strategy is to be basically low calorie, low protein, very, minimum fat, and not even getting to eat once a day to a small snack. And I think it's ludicrous, honestly. I mean, part of me wants to say, look, screw it. I just want to eat fruits and vegetables. I want to watch my fat. If I'm going to have to calorie count, then I'm rounding it out with other whole foods. The only problem I have with it, if you don't have a tendency to fall off the wagon, and you can eat those sort of things and keep healthy, I think it's all great. But when I start adding all kinds of things that are gluten-free and yet they're not keto, I tend to allow myself to have more permission to eat things I shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I can say, oh, I'm going to have a sweet potato, and maybe I'm going to enjoy an apple or some pineapple or some fruit. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, I might as well have a shake. You know what I mean? The ice cream, do that. It's gluten. And I go down this I go through this vicious cycle. So it's really difficult, really, really difficult to try to go in a different healthy direction, because I'm afraid of what I'll do. I mean, just point blank, I'm afraid of myself. Let's see. Me too, keeping it real keto. It's discouraging. Yep, you are so right. There is always that why. Okay, so do you guys want to know? Let's see. The very first thing that I opened up this morning, I'm going to show you here. I didn't wake up in a good mood, by the way. It wasn't that I was in a bad mood. I woke up feeling like I had not slept. Do you ever have that time where you wake up and you feel like you just need to put the covers back over and maybe sleep a lot longer? That's how I have felt all day today. I told my husband, I was like, this is the days. There's at least once or twice a month I find myself just wanting to go lay on my bed, which I did not do, and do nothing, even take a nap, which that's not me. But I just woke up feeling drained this morning. And this is what I woke up to. My first thing that I saw in comments, holy crap, I haven't seen you for a while. What happened? You've gained a ton, all in caps, of weight. What happened? Caps. Question mark, question mark, question mark. And, I did respond. I did reply. I just said, hey, menopause happened, weight gain, hormones, metabolism slowed way down, depression, and you name it. I mean, that's not how I wanted to respond. It's not. I just wanted to say, Bangu, do this, whatever. I just wanted to just, like, dude, it is what it is, And it can be very discouraging. And I understand for y'all, it can be very discouraging. When you're the person on the other side of the camera and you're trying to keep it real and you're trying to help others stay the course, be creative in how they eat and what they can make to avoid food boredom, figure out new recipes that are exciting, it can be so discouraging. But here's my thought, because this is not about, oh, poor me. This is about, no, I have to just keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, that's the way I feel. I'm like, just keep doing what you're doing, at least for now. Yes. Let's see. Davita, I keep falling off the bandwagon. I get discouraged and impatient, but I haven't given it 100% either. My will is broken. Davita girl, you need to come to my house. We will have a chat. We will talk. We will do this. We can work it out. Davita lives here locally. She's a friend of mine. Asthma will make me feel that way. Yeah, and I did feel this, but the thing too, like I said, I was just like, I think I'll check my blood sugar, and it was high. It wasn't dangerous or anything like that, and there's no reason for it. But I don't know. Tina says COVID-19 doesn't help either. I keep going back to that. I keep having that thought that since dealing with that, which it wasn't that bad, like I did feel like crap, but in the grand scheme of things, it was considered mild. My only thing is, I feel like there's part of it that has lingered now since December, and this is February. And I do have certain days that I'm just like, I can't. um, Eve, I focus on the other health benefits I get from keto that helps me not stress as much about weight up and down. Exactly what I was saying, Eve. If you focus on the weight loss only, it'd be very easy to become discouraged. It'd be very easy to give up because, hey, it doesn't work anymore, right? But eating off plan doesn't work. I mean, if you were to sit there and go, this way of eating, I cannot lose any weight, but I'm gaining health benefits. This way of eating is much more satisfying and takes a lot of stress off temporarily, because I will definitely gain weight. I will definitely screw my health up, and I will definitely suffer. So either way, guys, it doesn't sound, all rosy, does it? Now, I will say this. While all of this sounds like, oh, discouraging, oh my gosh, dreary, let's look at the upside. Let's look at the uptick, because, all right, not losing weight, I'm gaining health. There are things that I can have. I can eat things that people who were eating non-keto, if they were to do this and mix it up, they couldn't handle it. I mean, we get to enjoy so much good food, good, whole, clean food. I mean, we have wonderful recipes, and now they do make keto products. There's not too much out there that we can't have something of. I was listening to a doctor. I'm not naming names, probably just because his name won't come to me right now anyway, but what he says makes sense. At the same time, what he says makes me mad. And he's the doctor who talks about food addiction and how we really need to look at it from a different perspective. You give me your thoughts on this. Maybe I'm just not ready to wrap my head around it, or I refuse, because I have been known to be stubborn. All right. So his take on keto is that no one should ever need ice cream. No one should ever need snacks. No one should ever need any type of imitation of any type of dessert or snack food. He just doesn't believe in it, because according to him, our addiction is the only thing that drives us to eat the garbage or the garbage. And if we look at food from the perspective it is only meant to fuel our bodies, then, we should be perfectly fine with our protein, our fat, and occasional veg. And I think that if you were looking at this, I watched this over and over. I watched it more than once. And I've seen variations of this same thing. I look at it and I think to myself, yes, food is meant to be, it's what fuels us. Without it, we would die. But I think to take that perspective is very unrealistic, first of all. I just don't. I don't see that. We use food in our life as it's like being in your kitchen is the heart of your home. Food is satisfying. It can be fun. We use it to celebrate. And frankly, I'm not the person to say, I will only eat to fuel my body. It's to me, it's depressing. Let's come back up here. Lots of comments tonight. Patty says, it encourages us. You feel us, feel our pain and stalls, feel our frustration. It is why we always stick with you. Oh, girl, that's right. Maybe you went off your menopause meds. Let's see. It's just, look at that little thing right there. There we go. It's just not worth it to try anything else. If I cheat or start aching enough, I get right back on and not hurt. It's worth it not to hurt. Weight loss is a bonus, but not the reason. It's about my health. I think you nailed it on the head there, Grammy. Just because you have to come to that acceptance. And that's what I say, because I know for a fact, me personally, there are going to be days that I'm going to have, my keto ice cream or my keto snack or whatever. But I'm not going to let it dictate, will this keep me from losing weight or anything like that. And you have to recognize and acknowledge that you are having these wonderful, health benefits that you wouldn't get if you weren't eating the way you are. Oy, oy, oy. Let's see here. Stress will knock you out of ketosis, hence COVID, the word, and the world. Yeah, true that. Husband mentioned it this morning. Stress. And I'm like, yeah. I think stress has just become like our new norm. I mean, we already have some type of stress, but with all the added stuff from the external, it's surely not helpful. I'm sure it's having its effect. Davida says, I stopped smoking cigarettes for New Year's. I'm over 1 month in. Awesome, girl. And do not crave them at all anymore. Now I'm ready to take back my weight, changing one bad habit at a time. That's a perfect strategy. I'm so proud of you, girl. Let's see. Here we go. I'm swelling and bloating a lot lately. Had to lay off the salt and fats and doing low carb for a bit. People think I'm overeating. Scale is down 6 pounds, but I look like I'm gaining. It's so frustrating. No snacking. I can barely look at 2 slices of bacon in a plate with eggs lately. Yeah. What is up with that? What, Mags? So, you have to just take a look. Let's see, swelling and bloating. I'm dissecting this now. Had to lay off the salt and fats, doing low carb. People think I'm over. You know what? Try to, if you're doing any processed meats, dairy, I would look at those 2 culprits first, maybe lighten it up if that's the case, because they sometimes can be upsetting. And then make sure that you are drinking enough water to accommodate this salt intake, especially when it's cold. This is me to a T, you guys. I could do some bloating. My husband hates it when I press my finger onto my shin. And I can do it right now. I'll be like, yeah, it's super deep right now. And I can tell you why. Because it's very hard for me to drink this water. This is only my second one today. It's cold. I don't like drinking it. And yet I'm salting my food. There's balance to all things. It's like we want to stay hydrated. We want our salt. We need it. We have to replace it. But we don't have to replace it if we're not flushing it. Then I start retaining water quickly, bloated, all over and puffy here. Your fingertips can be an indication of whether or not you're hydrated. You know how you get in the water and they'll get pruny looking, they start wrinkling up. Well, if you'll look at your fingers and you can look, I want you to see, I'm going to try to put this here. All right, right there, my ring finger. Do you see those 2 lines on the tip of my ring finger? That is a light indication right now that I do not have enough water in my system. When I'm drinking water, it's like doing the skin test to see how, when you're old, it doesn't make a difference. It's slow. But that is a good indication. So if you're not drinking enough water and you're getting too much salt, you can definitely bloat. I hope that helps you. Keep on going. Okay, I was doing corn-based stuff and realized that I'm allergic to it. So hard to find things that aren't corn-based. Sure enough, we say this all the time, Davida, and I know you're fairly, new to the keto group and the keto world, but I will say this: shop the outer parameters of your store, because eggs are not corn-based, meat is not corn-based, your lettuces, your vegetables, they're not corn-based. So when you're using whole foods, and then it's a lot easier to avoid it. Now, I don't know. I mean, good Lord, if your corn is so bad that if you were to eat, say, ground beef and they used corn to feed it, I don't know what that would do. But yeah. You're welcome, Nicole. Hey, Stella. So, but yeah, avoid corn-based things with whole food and you should be all right. You really should. Roger, Connie Carter. Okay, Connie, I have the same mark on my ring finger. Got up to my water. Yes. Well, I was trying to see here. Yesterday, it was much worse, you guys. You know, I get that little bit of a dishpan hands, obviously. I mean, my hands have my hands have always been older than the rest of me. I've been hand washing dishes so many years that it's taken its toll. But yesterday when I did my fingers, I was like, ooh, they were much more indented. And so I was like, push that water. And I am going to hurry up. Like that one tip, I don't know, I can't remember this guy's name. He's one of the older, like, weight loss gurus from TV. But he says, try to be mindful of the amount of water you're drinking. And if you have a hard time drinking water, try to take 10 sips at a time. 10 sips will get you through it, and it's easier to refill it. Me, when it gets cold like this, I tend to take a drink and then set it down and then walk away. And then I'll even get thirsty, you guys. I'll just be thirsty and thinking, oh, I'm kind of thirsty. And then I'll look over there and I'm like, oh, that water's way over there. You can also get mood changes, guys. When you're not hydrated, it can affect your mood. You will have hunger pains. You will have these mock hunger pains. I call them ghost cravings to eat something, but in reality, they're just thirst signals, drink water. No, Michelle. She's asking if I've ever done a home test to see what vitamins I'm deficient in. No, I've only ever gone, I just had all my lab work done, and it showed that I was good on all my labs as far as, the majors, the potassium, magnesium, things like that. My thyroid, they took the initial test, and my gynecologist like, no, we're going to go ahead and go all the way on that. It came back normal. Let's see. Davida, I want to eat anything that's not nailed to the floor. You know what? Like I said, Garrett, come over here and I'll show you a keto meal. You come over and have your first meal with me, and we'll see how fast you want to eat it. And then because you have this new nervous energy because you're not smoking and that hand-to-mouth type of thing going on, you're going to need some just keto snacks. And I would say this, what you're doing is just wonderfully smart, and I'm so proud of you. But I will say this, find keto snacks and don't worry about weight loss or weight gain. It's normal to gain upwards of 10 to 12 pounds when you quit smoking. It's that first initial few months. And so I wouldn't worry about it. Embrace it, know it, say, hey, would I like to quit smoking and maybe gain 10 or 12 pounds? And then I'll be able to get that off once I get this thing down, and then in the meantime, you get your keto snacks. So if you've got that constant need, eat. You can eat and not worry about gaining as much weight as if you were not keto. So I hope that helps. Just saying. All right, guys, unless you guys have any more questions for me, I just want to encourage you to remember this. If you have been stalled if you've been stalled or you've been keto and you're frustrated because you're not seeing the weight loss you want, focus in on the health. Focus in on the positives, not so much the negatives. I'm feeling overall, y'all, just wonderful as far as it goes. I feel wonderful and happy and grateful to be on track. What is it today? 31, 41, 42 days. 42 days back on track without a blip. It feels great. It's you get another freedom. You get another level when you hit those gears. When you're staying keto 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, and you start getting in there. Ooh, my battery's getting low on this here thing. You get set free from a lot of those cravings that you initially start with, your old ways of eating. So Sheila says, just found Wonderworks keto cereal at Walmart. Do you have an opinion about it? I haven't seen it, so I can say nothing about it yet. I if I see it, or you can post it in a group or whatever, and then we could take a look at it. But I don't do cereal, so so I don't want to go down the cereal aisle. Good evening. I went out to lunch with my husband this afternoon, and I ordered water with lemon. It was so nice. They brought me a big glass full of ice and plenty of lemon. Enjoyed it so much. Oh yeah, that's a wonderful trick. Yesterday when I went to town, I had my coffee travel mug, and I just took and put hot water from a coffee pot, and I put lemon in it, and I drank hot lemon water. It actually was very satisfying because it was cold, and that was hot and refreshing. I didn't want tea. I didn't want more caffeine. So you can also just do hot lemon water, and it's just wonderful. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. So, all right, guys, I'm wrapping it up. It's Friday night. I'll be coming at you tomorrow at some point, probably in the afternoon versus the evening. I think. I don't know. Do we have plans tomorrow, baby? We don't have plans tomorrow, do we?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
The Central and whatever we decide.
Yeah. So I'll be at you tomorrow at some point. And then Sunday I will not be on at all. And then I'll be back on Monday. Snow in Idaho. I think everybody's getting snow. We're supposed to get snow starting Saturday night. They moved it up. It wasn't supposed to start till Sunday night, but I got a notification on my phone today that we're under a winter weather advisory from Saturday night through Monday. So we will see how that goes. Y'all have a wonderful Friday night. I will be popping in at some point tomorrow with you guys. And then after that, I will see you on Monday. Keep it keto. Davita girl, you just give me a holler if you need any help, hon. I'm here for you. Remember, guys, fats first, moderate protein, low carb, and keep it keto. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.